stuff happened this week. Let's get started. Pokemon World Championship 2024 has just wrapped up. Was there any news about Pokemon Legends ZA? Nope. I see this as one of a few things. Worlds has always been more of a competitive level tournament, so that's possible that Legends ZA doesn't have a competitive scene, which makes sense. Legends Arceus didn't really care much for the competitive scene until you at least could transfer the Pokemon to Scarlet and Violet. The other option is that they're just saving news for later, or that production hasn't come up with something for advertising purposes. In other news, the Acolyte got canned. I can't say I'm surprised. When it was first announced, people were more interested in the idea of seeing the fall of the Republic through the eyes of the Sith, or at least the fall of the High Republic into the waning years of the Republic itself. What we got was a mystery that did not know how to be a mystery. It's the same stupidity that went on with DC's Heroes in Crisis. Though this show is nowhere near as bad as Heroes in Crisis, it's hard to top Heroes in Crisis in terms of levels of badness. Honestly, when it comes to the Acolyte, it's just bad, but it's not destructively bad. Honestly, it had an uphill battle to deal with when it comes to this fandom in particular. We're living in an era where you can make a modest living just pointing out all the races, all the women, all the species that comprise the background characters. Seriously, I don't see why people would actually freeze frame a part of a trailer or a show and then start putting arrows and say, this is a female, this is an alien, this is a black person. Honestly, it's just exhausting to do that much effort for something that is completely irrelevant. It's not even an Easter egg relevant, it's just irrelevant. Would really hate to see how these people react to having an actual classroom. I'd see them go, why the hell does this book talk about critical race theory? And then the paraprofessional or the co-teacher or the department chair would go and say, the CRT right here, if you actually read the book, stands for cathode ray tube. Are you sure you're qualified to teach chemistry? I mean, it's not like cathode ray tubes were important in the development of atomic theory or anything. What was I talking about again? Oh right, The Acolyte. Honestly, it's a frustrating series, but it's not a franchise-dooming series, despite what the fandom menace would make it out to be. If anything, The Acolyte is a product of a multi-part movie philosophy that Lucasfilm has adopted towards live-action storytelling. I made it clear in the past that I'm not a fan of how live-action shows are more like multi-part movies rather than actual TV shows, because you can't exactly reap the benefits of either without having the flaws of both. Speaking of multi-part movie philosophy to TV shows, Stranger Things. I just realized this week, there's supposed to be like a fifth part to Stranger Things. I've never seen a show kill its own momentum better than Stranger Things because I really do not remember what happened in Stranger Things 4. I had to go to the fandom, to find out what actually happened in Season 4 because I remember watching it, I just don't remember what happened because it was all those years ago. Also, fandom, fix your websites. Your screen economy sucks. Maybe you'll be useful one day, but as of now, only like 1/4 of the screen is actually used for the relevant information you want, and the rest is bogged down by ads. No wonder people are leaving fandom. Also, apparently Disney is making an official sequel to Freaky Friday. No, not that one. Yes, that one. I really have nothing to say about this. The Thunderbolts are getting their own movie. I have no idea where the MCU is headed and why they're doing the Thunderbolts. If anything, they should be doubling down on making things more cohesive, but then again, this has been in production for a while, so I'd say maybe this makes sense. Also, speaking of Marvel, the concept art for Deadpool visiting the Marvel Comics universe itself came to light. And to that I say, why didn't this happen? And also, the mainline comics universe is Earth 616. The MCU is Earth 199999. Those are my thoughts for what happened this week, or what I at least interacted with this week. Please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.